Hello, I'm Taba.
And I'm Mishka, and welcome to Spilling the Tea podcast. So, today we are talking about boundaries.
Dun 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 dun.
Right? Very serious. So, a few weeks ago, we shared a bit about like top tips when Christian dating, and one of the things that were mentioned was boundaries. And there are so many books out there just about boundaries. You get boundaries in friendship. You get boundaries in a romantic relationship.
That's a lot.
Or just relationship with friends, with family.
Yeah.
Like boundaries everywhere. Now, what is boundaries? So, John Townsend and Henry Cloud in the book Boundaries in Dating said that boundaries aren't walls. They're property lines for your life, showing where your responsibility begins and ends. They make real love possible by helping you say yes when you mean yes and no when you don't.
Yeah, no means no.
Yeah. Yes, Nia. Klar. And don't change it. Don't change it for anybody. So I remember there was someone preached also, and they said that when we think of boundaries in our relationship with God also, or just Christianity in general, right? We can see it as, I'm being kept away from the fun things out there. But it's not.
It's not like that.
It's putting boundaries, is putting property lines in place so that you, in those property lines, have so much freedom and joy in living, right? So that having the worldly things around and behind and in front of you, that does not affect you. So having freedom in that, right? So relationships experts agree that boundaries protect against stress, resentment, and burnout. They preserve self-respect and build mutual trust. I like that. Like self-respect also. It shows something about your personality and, you know, that you are not flip-floppy.
Yeah.
In a way.
Yeah. It's like they define where your emotional, physical, and mental space begins and ends. It's like, dude, if I was one of those people, I'd be like, Mishka, actually, you're in my personal space, That could be a boundary, you know what I mean?
And a good one at that as well.
Exactly. So, no, very, very important. We have boundaries at work, rules of engagement, So, very, very important. I love this topic, actually. It's very, very relevant.
Yeah. And like you just said, it's in all parts of life. It doesn't just need to be romantic.
Yeah.
It can be everywhere.
Yeah, so the types of boundaries, like emotional boundaries, where you're protecting your feelings and your emotional well-being, which is usually not really focused on.
No.
At work and stuff, sometimes people don't understand that emotional boundary. There's also physical boundaries, like what I just demonstrated now.
I mean, I'm just thinking of workplace, like.
So defining personal space and physical touch. There are those touchy-feely people, and you're just like, this is not the time or place to be doing that, Digital boundaries. Now, this one is interesting. Setting limits on social media, messaging, and online interactions. So those are the 3 types of boundaries.
Well, that last one, I mean, is a good overall practical one for life.
Absolutely.
Because scrolling, you go into this
doom
hole
scrolling.
And
guys.
the things that's being, put in your head and mind with regards to what you are supposed to do, who you are supposed to be, and then you go into identity, and then we can go into that whole topic again.
Always goes back to that.
Right?
Yeah.
So, and boundaries, again, help with that. Making sure that you don't get so influenced by the world's message. Because where's your boundaries. In the space that you live in with God, with the Holy Spirit, with Jesus. And letting everything then flow out from that outwards. and not having, I want to say actually in your property lines and boundaries or walls or whatever, not walls, but having open gates. That there's things that just can fly in or fly out, you know.
Yeah. But then I also saw like, why do boundaries matter? You know, one, they help with respect. They show you value and respect for each other. Number two, communication. Clear boundaries help with that.
Yes.
You don't misinterpret stuff, you know. So if I tell you that, you know, I prefer, oh yeah, we have this. I prefer that you have shorter voice notes. That's a boundary she sometimes oversteps, but
People like my voice notes, by the way.
She's trying.
And I will say, listen, I'm sorry. I know this is going to be a long one, so just bear with me.
She does.
I
Give
have
a disclaimer.
moment where I just need to,
Yeah.
everything that's in my mind, just put it out there. And I don't have the time to type it, so I'm sorry. But it's coming.
See, that boundary,
ready.
very thin for us. But we're making it work. Emotional safety, guys.
Yeah.
Boundaries help prevent emotional hurt, stress, and burnout. Ooh.
Yeah, I mean, the burnout, how real is that? Especially in today's day and age. I think of work, right? It's like, quickly do this. Oh, God.
It's not quickly do this.
Quickly
It's gonna
do that. And it all adds up. And if you see you have so much on your plate, and this does not come from a place of having disrespect for your workspace or your employer or whatever it might be.
Yeah.
But remembering like the boundaries in that, and also, okay, the way that you set it.
It's all in the how.
It's important to have it, but how do you set it? How do you have the conversation is also very important to keep in mind.
Yeah.
So not having that, burnout is such a real topic of conversation that we have right now in every sense.
True story.
Yeah.
But you know, like even with this emotional safety thing, I think, you know, another example is a lot of mothers do this a lot, you know. I guess it connects with communication as well. You know, like mom would be, especially over festive, they go wild. Everyone is contributing and, you know, cooking and all of that. But because they feel that they are doing the most, no one helps me around this house. You're just like, and then this emotional burst, you know. But you didn't set that boundary. Be very clear. Guys, this is what I want. So that we don't hurt you and your feelings in that moment, you know.
Yeah.
So very, very important. Now, the fourth reason why boundaries matters, healthy relationships. Boundaries foster balanced, fulfilling relationships. So really, really goes a long way. And this is for every relationship.
Again.
Yeah.
We want to go into like, dating, but every time it's for every single relationship, like friendships even. It's really important to have boundaries in friendships, especially I think in like having a group of single friends. It's very easy to have those blurred lines about how you share, what you share, and then going into like girl relationships with married women, right? What do you as a married woman, like a wife, share with your friends with regards to your relationship? Yes, have a soundboard, right? But how do you share it? What do you share? Are you sitting there breaking your partner down? You know? Saying things that's not positive or not speaking life. Because I've heard so many people say, don't do that, because you won't see it immediately, but later down the line, you see the negative impact it actually really has on your relationship and the way that you see your spouse. And I think remembering that when going into a new relationship is also very important. Like, how do you speak about that person?
Yeah, true story.
Yeah.
But then I guess also another boundary, just in general, is, you know, there's certain things that you can do with your friends once they are in a marriage or in a serious relationship, you know. Like if you were both single as girlfriends and you used to sleep over quite often, you know, or used to go out or whatever, you can't necessarily be expecting that from your friend if they're in a relationship, you know. So having that clear boundary to say, listen, I still love you, you can still come visit, but you can't necessarily stay here for a whole week, you know. So having that open line communication as well, where you set that boundary, like, friend, I still love you, but remember, I have a husband, and
other way as well.
yeah, and the other way as well.
Like,
True.
you are married now.
Yeah.
You, like, coming out as in with single women maybe is not really okay. Like, having your moments, but don't go out every week.
No.
You know, no.
Clear boundaries.
What are you doing? That's like questions. I want to say that goes back to red flags with regards to relationship then.
True story.
Like, why are you hanging out?
I guess another way of also putting this into place is, like, how do you set boundaries? You know, what are practical ways of doing that? So the first one would be identify your needs. Friend, recognize what you need to feel comfortable and respected, you know?
Yeah,
Like,
that is very important. I mean, to know that beforehand
absolutely.
is really important. And writing that down for yourself somewhere. Because when you get into that relationship, it's so easy to forget it. Like, and then figure, I think, with regards to the practical, you mentioned the types, right? And going and saying, okay, what is a physical boundary for me? Know that. What is emotional one? What is what's the other one?
The other one was emotional safety. No, the type
Yeah,
physical boundaries and digital.
Yeah, so I have here with physical boundaries.
Yeah.
For instance, no overnight stays. Avoid isolating settings early on. Choose group dates. So that is like with regards to a romantic relationship. With Christian dating, also is knowing we don't sleep over.
Why are we
Right?
sleeping over?
But there's people that do that. And it's
Yeah.
like, no, but we're fine. We just watched a movie. Okay, it happened. Or it was too late. I couldn't drive home.
Yeah.
But it triggers so many other things.
It comes
right?
with certain consequences. So just don't do it.
Yeah.
Just set that boundary.
From
you
the
know,
beginning.
From the beginning.
Yeah.
And this will help you from, you know, saving your heart. Because boundaries are there to help you as well.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, that's why it's there. It's for you. It's not for any other reason.
Yeah.
So then, emotional boundary. Avoid oversharing deep traumas or future plans too early. That is so good. Like, because you want to get to know this person. And you're like, oh, yes, this is all my story. And my mom will always say, don't put all of your cards on the table. Like, immediately. Like, hold on to some of your cards.
True story.
That person doesn't need to know
Everything.
on
True
the first
story.
date, on the second date, on the third.
Very wise woman, your mama.
Ne? I like her. I'll keep her. Another one here is time boundaries. So don't rush. Give space for character to be revealed over time. But I think also with time boundaries is like, how much do you see each other?
Yeah.
When do you see each
Yeah.
other?
Yeah.
Especially, I'm thinking back to a guy I was seeing, and he got very upset that I didn't spend all of my time with him, because my family is very important to me. So spending certain days with my family is what's important to me.
Yeah.
And especially early in the
Relationship.
getting to know one another.
Fact finding.
Yeah. I like that. In the fact finding season, you know, I'm not necessarily gonna invite you to spend that time with my friends because or family. I'm getting to know you still. So him getting very mad at why am I spending so much time with my family? It's like boundary.
Yeah. Get to
You
know
know?
me first in order for you to
Yeah.
understand why
Yeah.
my life is set like this. Yeah.
Especially when you are close to your family and have that type of relationship, and the other person doesn't. So they won't necessarily understand,
Yeah.
especially in the beginning. But until they get to meet or get to know you better and vice versa, then that can change.
Yeah.
Then use I statements. So when communicating boundaries, so this is a good how to communicate. It is I statements. I'm not comfortable with this and this. And you know what? If that person turns around and reacts very negatively towards that boundary,
Red flag.
boy, bye. Red flag. Where's that from?
We did red flags. Yes.
Anyway,
We digress.
moving on. So, like, that is a red flag, and say bye. Don't feel bad. Don't make that or let that situation make you feel bad about yourself or bad about your decisions or question yourself or doubt yourself, whatever. So many words I can use for that. But you get it, right?
I
So
get it.
don't just say bye.
But you know, like in the same breath, remember when we did a podcast on different love languages? You know, I think in this fact-finding, you know, season, you're also trying to learn the other person's love language. So, you know, in the fact-finding season, it's also very necessary to set boundaries on how to find out what that person's love language is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So everything ties in, guys.
It will make them, or you understand them and them understand you better also. Like when you're having certain conversations, you will understand better
Exactly.
where they are coming from.
Exactly.
So share with an accountability partner who will check in on you and be honest in those spaces.
Keep it real.
Yeah. And it's
Yeah.
not to, condemn you, right? It is a space to help you and support you in that. And then review boundaries regularly.
Tongue twister.
Adjust if needed, but never.
Never. You must never.
Never compromise your core convictions. And that is why, going back to number 1, it is so important to go and write it down. Like, decide before going into any type of relationship or space is know beforehand what is your no's and what is your yeses. What is your no compromise things. Yeah.
No, so good. So good. Easier said than done. But that's why we're here, to remind each other.
Yes.
You know? It's very easy to break boundaries, but if you have a clear communication line and you guys have the safety connection, then you're able to communicate that.
Yeah. So a few, just 2 Bible verses is Proverbs 4 verse 23. Above all else, guard your heart. Emotional boundaries protect your most precious inner self. So all that trauma, I know looking back, it's some of the things that it was not protecting my inner self.
Yeah.
And then 1 Corinthians 7 verse 2. Each man should have his own wife, and each woman her own husband. No almost spouses. God's design reserves intimacy for marriages. And that's something that we spoke about. Like, people today are doing the things that's meant for marriage, and I'm not just talking about intimacy or whatever, all of the above. Doing things for marriage outside of marriage, before marriage, right?
Yeah.
And someone actually said to me that dating wasn't necessary, it's not really biblical.
Yes, because your hand in marriage would already been, arranged before you were even born most of the time. You know,
so dating
it
is
was a different setup.
a today's thing. What do you call it? There's a word for it, but anyway, it's not a biblical thing. So also, okay, trying to find things biblically for dating is hard, but there's so many things that God clearly tells us, stay away. Don't do this outside of marriage. So there's a few books that I still really want to read with regards to dating and Christian dating. And I looked a little bit, what do they say with regards to boundaries in itself? So the first one is Dating with Discernment by J.P. Pokluda. I'm going to try and not butcher the surnames, I'm sorry. Don't just set rules. Ask purposeful questions before dating to determine if the relationship is worth pursuing. Boundaries begin with clarity on what you're looking for. Right? Relationship Goals by Michael Todd. Healthy boundaries start with a healthy you. Self-control and identity in Christ are the foundation for any romantic boundaries. And that healthy you is so good because you are not going to get fulfilled, or if you're lonely, you're not going to get that loneliness necessarily out just looking for a relationship. There's inner work that first needs to be done before going into that.
Yeah.
Then the third one is Sex and Single Christian Girl by Marianne Jordan Ellis. So boundaries flow from love for him, not fear for messing up.
So good.
That's good, right?
That's a hot topic right there.
That's really good. Boundaries flow for love for him. So that's, again, it's not for like keeping you away from fun things. It is, and I think in another episode we also mentioned about the worldly and that friend that she wished sometimes she was still from the world because you don't have any regrets or whatever. But what is so much more beautiful and special is the fulfillment of Jesus Christ and the incredible love and grace that we get from him. And because of that, having those boundaries, it is because of our relationship with God, right? So anyway, we can go into that deeper. And she also said that purity is an act of devotion to Jesus, not a checklist.
Yeah.
Now, purity will also be a topic that we will be talking about in a while. So
hold on to your seats.
It's coming up. Purity, it's coming up. Okay.
Yeah.
Then dating, engaged, marriage. Ben Stewart. Each stage has unique boundaries. Don't give married privileges during dating. Progressions should match commitment level.
Guys, and this is how people get hurt.
Yeah.
That's why our generation is full of so many angry people. No, really.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah, because everybody is traumatized because from the past
exactly.
and whatever.
We are busy traumatizing each other, and it is so unnecessary.
Yeah.
If we have these clear boundaries.
And then we go back again to Lot's wife that you shared with us. Stop looking back. Okay. Heal, my girl, heal. Okay. Then boundaries and in dating, again about from Henry Cloud and John Townsend. Learn to say no without guilt and yes with purpose. Boundaries prevent unhealthy dependency and clarify expectations.
So good.
I mean,
so good. So
okay,
good.
the second last one, Christ-Centered Dating by Mark Balaguer. Keep Christ at the center. Your boundaries reveal whether someone draws you closer to or further from him. And that just reminds me of, like they say, when you go into a relationship with someone, they bring out the best in you, not the worst.
Very good.
What did you say? Red flag. Okay. And then Godly Dating 101 by Tavares and Safa Gray. Sorry. Real life examples prove boundaries protect love instead of killing it. They build trust, respect, and long-term attraction. So, if you don't think boundaries is important,
Yeah, boundaries are very, very important. And they're there to protect you and to protect each other at the end of the day. They're not there to restrict you. So it's for me, it's like an act of love. Really, it is. It is.
Yes.
It is an act of love.
and like the one lady says, like, coming from love for him. That is where it flows out from.
Exactly. So, like when you are in a relationship, like now we are in a relationship with Jesus, you don't want to do things that will deliberately make yourself and go against what he says, So you're just like, okay, there's certain relationships that you need to cut. There's certain things that you need to stop doing as a form of a boundary, not only for yourself, but to the people around you. So very, very important. I love this topic. I think we can go on, but we simply cannot, not at this stage.
Not today.
Yeah.
But we decided, because we both love this topic so much, we're going to do a little devotional. So if you go and follow us on Instagram, Spilling the Tea Live, it will be tagged in the description. Go follow us and join us with this devotional where we just dive a little bit deeper. If that's something that you struggle with regards to boundaries or how to set them, what types there are, let this help you. And then I also want to end off with saying, if you have gone over the boundary, it's okay. That's why we have an amazing God that loves us and that has so much grace. All you need to do is turn around, repent, talk to God about it, and go on again.
No, absolutely. Restart. That's the beauty of being in a relationship with Christ. You can always restart because the fact that you want to restart and you want to do better means that you've acknowledged that what you've done is wrong, that you want to do better. So be encouraged. Do not listen to the enemy where, the enemy keeps saying, but you've done this, so you're not any good, you're not any better. Actually, you are. By you acknowledging your mistake or by you going over that boundary and you're acknowledging to say, listen, I did this wrong. I'm forgiving myself first because I want to heal, because this is a form of healing. Then you're moving in the right direction. If you forgive yourself, God will surely forgive you as well. And if you rectify your ways and you're really, really intentional and want to really fix this, then then you're sorted.
I can say there is God already forgave you.
Yeah.
So that is already done. Now you can just forgive yourself because he has already forgiven you.
Forgive yourself and do better.
Yeah.
Yeah. Be encouraged.
At least try. Okay. Thank you so much again for joining us today. Please like, subscribe, comment, and share with your friends. We will see you guys next time.
I'm Tabai.
I'm Mishka, and this is Spilling the Tea Podcast.
Bye.